This is our project, Library Management System, and this is our members. Okay. And for the introduction, the library management system is a computer program that helps run a library more easily. It handles things like keeping track of books, land and returning books, registering members, checking fines, and making reports. The goal is to make library work faster and easier for both staff and user by using technology instead of doing everything by hand. Libraries have always been places to store and share knowledge. However, doing everything by hand takes a lot of time, can lead to mistake, and is not very efficient. Today, people expect faster and clearer access to information. Because of this, libraries need to update how they work. This project will help by creating an automated library management system. And for the objective, this project seeks to design and implement a comprehensive library management system. It enables efficient tracking of library books and materials. Next is a facilitates online member registration, book search, and reservation. And automate due date tracking and overdue notification. And for the last one is a provide administrative features for managing inventory and member data. And for the project deliverables, we include the two type of work deliverables, which is internal and external. For the internal, these are tasks done inside the team, such as planning, designing the system, writing code, and testing. Only team member can access this part. It's not shared with other outside the group. For the database setup, view and organize the database to store book details, user info, and transaction records. Next is system testing and debugging. We test the system to find and fix any errors before used by the public. And for the external part, these are part of the system made of users, such as the website where people can search for books, borrow and return or check their accounts. This is what the library staff and member will use. For user dashboard, a simple page where user can see their borrowed books, due dates, and any fines. And next, for help and support section, a section on the website that helps the user understand how to use the system, including facts and contact info. And next is for project milestone. For the gathering requirements, we understand what the library needs and what features the system should have. For the designing the system, plan how the system will look and work, including page for user and libraries. And for the video system, we start creating the website for application, including all main features. And for the testing the system, we make sure we check that everything works correctly and fix any problem. And next, we launching the system, make the system available for real use by library staff and members. And next, the last one is maintaining the system. Keep the system running smoothly by fixing bugs and updating features as needed. Next, Kim.
Okay, next is a project gap. There's a 3 project requirement: library sys A, library sys B, and library sys C. For the library sys A, system overview explains all parts of the system clearly. Main features has special tools like smart search and shows reading history. Video and images, no video but has clear and good pictures of the system. For the library sys B, system overview gives clear info about how the system works. Main features has all the basic features like borrow, return, and book list. Video and images has videos and good pictures to show the system. For the library CC, system overview, not enough info about how the system works. Main features only has simple features, missing useful tools like alerts or reports. Video and image, no video, and pictures are few or not clear. Next. Okay, in this project, we follow the waterfall software process model, which progresses sequentially through phases, starting with requirement analysis, then moving to system design, followed by implementation, integration, and testing, system deployment, and finally system maintenance to ensure long-term functionality and updates. Next. 3.0 problem statement. The purpose of this project is to recommend computers, laptops, and various computer hardware to users. This is because in this pandemic era, various activities and all affairs are transferred from the physical to the online. Therefore, the use of computers and laptops is very important to facilitate the use of users. The main purpose of this project developed is to help users who need computers and laptops choose well according to the capabilities and features that exceed their criteria. This is because to prevent users from spending more than their budget target and still getting the computer they want. Next. Project costs. This slide shows the total cost to complete our project in 100 days. We list all the team members involved like the project manager, developers, and testers, along with their daily and monthly costs. When we add everything up, the total actual cost is RM 100,000 ringgit. At the bottom, we show different markup options, 20%, 50%, and 100%, which give us project prices of RM 120K, RM 150K, and RM 200K, depending on the profit we want. Next. 4.0 scope of work, member registration and profile management, book catalog with search and category filtering, borrowing and return tracking, overdue fine calculations and reminders, librarian dashboard for inventory control, report generation, borrowed books, members activity. Technical requirements, front end, HTML5, CSS3, JavaScript. Framework, React.js or Vue.js. Database, MySQL or PostgreSQL. Redis optional for performance caching. Backend, Node.js with Express or Python Django. RESTful API. Session management and authentication. Additional features, email notifications, due date reminders, book availability tracking, simple analytics dashboard. Next.
Okay, for implementation approach, we use agile methodology. The project will follow an iterative development cycle with feedback and validation at each stage to ensure alignment with library requirements. For key challenges, first is accurate fine and due date handling, managing concurrency in book reservation, user-friendly interface for both staff and members, and data integrity and secure access control. Next. So, who will actually use and benefit from this system? First, library staff, people who work in the library, like librarians and managers. Library members, people who borrow books, like students, teachers, or anyone from the committee. And last, IT staff, people who help with setting up and maintaining computer systems. Next. Okay. Who these people are? Student from age 16 to 30. They are comfortable using technology and want to find books quickly for school or college. Librarians, people who have been working in libraries for a while and want an easier way to manage books and members. And lastly is administrators, people who make decisions for the library. They want to see reports and make sure things run smoothly and save money. Why we pick these users? These are the people who use the library every day or help manage it. If the system work well for them, it means the project is success. That's why we design it to meet their needs first. Next. This is my project team. First is Ainul Sasabila. The role is project manager and front-end developer. The responsibility is oversees progress and communication and designs and implements the user interface. Second is me, Adrina Deniahani. The role is back-end developer and database architect. My responsibility is develop server-side logic and API and design data models and relationships. Third is Abdul Hakim Nasrullah. The role is UI and UX designer and QA engineer. The responsibility is ensure system usability and accessibility and test functionality, usability and performance. Lastly is Alia Nurain. The role is DevOps engineer and the responsibility is handles deployment and hosting infrastructure. Next.
Critical success factor, important things that will help the project succeed. Easy to use, the system should be simple and clear so anyone can use it without confusion. Good search feature, users should be able to find books quickly and correctly. Works all the time, the system should be reliable and not crash often. Helpful guides, clear instructions and training should be given to users so they know how to use the system. Next. How we know it's a success? First, happy users. More than 90% of users should say they are happy with the system. Second, less manual work. Library staff should be doing 50% less work by hand. Third, everyone using it. All target users should be using the system within 3 months or after it is launched. Possible problems and how to handle them. Problem solution. Staff may not want to change from the old system. Solution, give training and support to help them learn the new one. Second problem, data might be lost or broken. Solution, save data every day and use secure logins. Third problem, the project might take too long. Solution, check progress often and follow a clear plan step by step. Next.
The requirements for implementation. First, we need a hosting server. This can be either local or cloud-based, depending on how and where the system will be used. If we're putting the system online, we also need a domain name and an SSL certificate to ensure secure access. Next, a database server is required, something like MySQL or PostgreSQL to store and manage all the data. And finally, we'll need the right development tools. They include an IDE or integrated development environment for writing code and a version control system like Git to manage changes during development. Uh, in- the total duration of the project is 12 weeks and it's been broken down into well-defined phases, each with specific goals and timelines. We started with requirement gathering in weeks 1 to 2. The goal here was to collect and analyze everything the system needed to do. This was completed on time and the deliverables were all submitted. Next, during weeks 3 and 4, we focus on UI and UX design, creating user-friendly and effective interfaces. This stage was also finished on time. Then came front-end development in weeks 5 to 6, where we built the actual user interface, followed by back-end development in week 7 and 8, which handled the server-side logic and database. Both tasks were complete on schedule. In week 9, and 10, we move into testing and debugging, checking for bugs and making sure everything worked properly. That too was finished successfully. During week uh, 11 and 12, we work on documentation, finalizing all technician records for the system. And in parallel with this, we plan for deployment in week 10 and then wrap up with the final presentation and evaluation in the last 2 weeks, weeks 11 and 12. Every task was completed on time with 100% progress, and all deliverables were marked as done.
So this is our storyboard. First is a splash screen, which is the app logo is display in the center of the initial splash screen on a clean background. And next step is a user can log in a user using their email and password or create new account password, create an account, and password recovery is also available. And for the third one is a home page or dashboard, which is after login, users see feature book and main categories. Navigation is intuitive with tabs for search, borrow items, and profile. And for the next step is a tapping on a book shows its full details, including description, availability, location, and users review. A borrow button also is displayed. And for the next one is a book confirmation. Once a book is selected to borrow, a confirmation screen appears to finalize the action. So the user is notified that the borrowing was successful. And the next is the borrow books. The user can view a list of currently borrowed books with titles, due dates, and written reminders. Late fees and renew option may also appear. And for the next step is user can search the entire digital catalog using title, author, or keywords. For the result include book cover, authors, and availability status. And the last one is a history or and a written books. A history log shows all previously borrowed and written books with timestamps, helpful for reborrowing and or reviewing past reading.
Okay, so this is LibraFlow, which is our app that designed to help users enjoy a smooth start and easily discover books they love. On the login screen, users can choose to sign in with Google, Facebook, or Apple, making it fast and convenient for everyone. Once logged in, users can select their favorite genres like thriller, fantasy, motivation, and more. This helps the app show books that match their personal taste right away. We also highlight books from popular authors, both international names like Stephen King and local talents like Alif Tiga, so users can explore a wide range of stories from around the world and close to home. Next.
Next, from the first screen on the left, we see the home interface of the LibraFlow app. This is the user-facing site where readers can explore a wide variety of books. At the top, there's a search bar for finding books quickly. Categories such as non-fiction, fiction, academic, and academic, kids, and language are easily accessible on the left side, helping users filter through the best collection. Each book is presented with its cover, title, and author, making browsing intuitive and engaging. Moving to the second screen, we have the card view. Once a user select book to borrow, they appear here. Each entry lists the book's title, author, borrowing period, and cost. There's also a delete option to remove unwanted item. At the bottom, we include a coupon code section, delivery charges, and tax details. The total cost is clearly calculated and the user can proceed with a simple tap on the Pay Now button. Finally, on the third screen, we have the administrator flow space. This is where library staff manage user accounts and borrowing activities. Administrators can view customers' names and perform actions such as update, cancel, edit, or delete user information. At the bottom, there's a drop-down menu to assign users to group like borrow, return, suspend, or debt claim process, streamlining the administrative process efficiently. Overall, LibreFlow is designed to create a seamless experience for readers to borrow books while giving administrators full control to manage operation effectively.
And this is our for issues. First issue is from validation failures with symbol, which is we identify in week 10, and we do take action for Alia, and it is resolved. And for the next one is a UI issue on mobile layout, which is also we identify in week 10, and we do take action and for Honey. And so the issues finally was resolved. And the last one is a back end timeout distress testing, which is in the week 10. We take action for Hakim and it's also resolved. And for the budget, this is our budget. For the main in hosting, it's 150, and we also spend 150 ringgit also. And for UI tools, it's 50 ringgit. And for the printing report is a 30 amount for 30, and the total budget amount is 230 ringgit. For the accomplishment, system fully developed with complete functionality. And next is all testing passed with minor bug fixes applied. And for the last one is a final report and documentation compiled. Mm. Mm.
Conclusion: the library management system project was successfully developed to streamline and modernize library operations by implementing key features such as book cataloging, smart search, borrowing and return tracking, and automated notifications. The system significantly improves both user experience and administrative efficiency. The project also achieved full completion within the plan, schedule, and budget while meeting all functional requirements. The system not only reduces manual tasks for librarians, but also empowers users with greater access and control over their library activities. With thorough testing, documentation, and deployment, the project is now ready for final evaluation and real-world application. That's all from us. Thank you.